Hi everybody, welcome to Journey to Self Tarot. My name's Natalie and I would like to do a reading today on October's full moon in Aries and what that means for us as a collective watching this video. So basically the full moon in Aries will reach peak fullness on Thursday, October 17th at 2024 at 7:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will appear full for about 3 days. And basically, it's also a supermoon because it occurs when it's close in orbit to the Earth. So it's going to appear larger than usual. So I thought we would just do a little quick reading on what that means for us as a collective. What does our higher selves want us to know in regards to this October supermoon? I also want all of you to know that reading tarot cards can be done by anybody. You don't have to have any special skills. I was given tarot cards by my sister about 6 years ago, and she and I, we have a great aunt that used to read tarot cards in Quebec, and she was really good at it, and we always had an interest in it, but we never really took the time to learn it until about 6 years ago. And my sister bought me a set of cards for my birthday one year, and I decided, okay, this interests me. I'm gonna learn all about tarot reading. And since then, I haven't been able to put down the cards. I use it for everything. I can't tell you how many times it has given profound advice. It's given me profound guidance and profound advice to friends, families, and clients that I have read for. It's more than just a coincidence, these cards. There is no way that it can know the things that it comes up with. I'm telling you, it is a thing. It's magical. And I recommend to any of you that are interested to start practicing with. Get yourself some cards, start learning about reading tarot cards. Make sure you protect yourself before you do a reading to make sure that you're only getting information from your higher self and only for your highest good. But I believe that it's a way for all of us to channel our higher selves and to get clear information from our higher selves. Some of us can channel our higher selves, some of us are clairaudient, clairsentient, and we have these abilities naturally. For me, I do have some clairsentience as well as some clairaudience, but I still don't trust it enough without my cards. I'm getting to that point, but I am not quite there yet. And so I feel that my cards are sort of like my safety blanket, and they guide me to the information that my higher self really wants me to know. And when I do readings for people, what other people's higher selves really want to know. But I know that it's not just a special gift that I have. It's a special gift that we all have. We all have abilities to use pendulums, to read tarot cards, to use guiding rods, to get information from the other side, from across the veil. So I just want to encourage everybody that's interested in this to learn a little bit more about it. All right, now let's do that reading on the October supermoon. Right, only from my higher self, connecting to the collective's higher selves, and only for our highest good. What would you like to tell us about the October supermoon in Aries? Okay. first card, strategy card. Second card, relationships. Third card, we have the judgment card. Fourth card, divine inspiration. Fifth card, endings. The hermit card. And the Queen of Swords. All right, let's just do two more cards. The Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so what the cards are telling us right now is that we need to be very strategic in the way that we are operating at this time. Strategic in our relationships. So basically it's telling us that we have to sort through the good and the bad in our relationships. If there are people that are out to hurt us or who don't have our best interests at heart in our relationships, we need to become aware of this. We need to protect ourselves. We need to surround ourselves with the right kind of people, the people that support us, the people that resonate with us. Form communities. Let's see what else it's giving us. In between those two, it is the Ace of Wands, which is an inspired idea. So we are going to be receiving inspired ideas. It's a time for creativity to get downloads from our higher selves about relationships in particular, love interests, and we need to be strategic about it. So in the past was the Judgment card. Now the Judgment card is obviously getting downloads, getting information from our higher selves in regards to something, and it could also be judgment. So when we're talking about relationships and inspired ideas and strategies, I think that what it's telling us is that the relationships that are working in our lives, we need to cherish those. But the relationships that are no longer functioning in our lives, it's time for us to sort of create boundaries and decide which ones we need and which ones we don't. Because the card in the future is the Death card. So we will be saying goodbye to some relationships in our lives at this time. The advice cards are the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. So the Hermit represents taking time alone to really be introspective, to look within our hearts, to see what it is that we really want, to be guided by our higher selves and our guides, but mostly to have some time alone to reflect, okay? And the Queen of Swords is telling us to be logical, to think with our heads and not our hearts on this. We really need to be logical as to what is working in our lives, what is good, what is no longer serving us. The secondary advice cards are the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands means that we are on our journey to creating what it is that we do want. We're not just thinking about it, now we're acting on it. So we're going out and we are saying, okay, this is what I want. You visualize it, you know what it is that you want, and you're going out there to find it. And the Page of Pentacles is the student card, or somebody who is loyal, somebody who is that you can count on, somebody is faithful, So we are all students when it comes to relationships. We are always learning. Um, so basically, the message once again is we need to be strategic about the relationships in our lives. We are getting some information now that we can no longer ignore. Downloads, inspired information regarding the relationships that maybe in the past we've had to judge. We judge those relationships. Are they truly good for us or are they not? We're getting information about those relationships. And the ones that are no longer serving us, it's time to end those relationships. Taking time to be introspective, to speak to our higher selves, to look for within to what we really want, and to think with our head and not our hearts, to be very logical about our thought process in regards to our relationships. Then we must really envision what it is that we do want, create the reality that we do want, create in our minds the relationships that we would love to have, and go ahead in the world and put it to action. Be the student and find people that are loyal and that will stand by us and support us. So I do believe that the supermoon is just showing us that it's time to reassess the relationships in our lives, and I think that is the message that we're getting from our higher selves. I also want to pick 3 cards, some angel cards, to see just 3 collective messages for us at this time. So for this, basically, I just shuffle them and I ask the angels, can you please give us some divine inspiration regarding what we need to know during this October Aries supermoon. I will lay them out in a spread upside down and I will choose 3 cards that resonate. All right. The first card, it's time to go. All right. I guess the message is consistent. So, the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So once again, we're talking about endings, but endings do lead to new beginnings, and so there's always hope. There's hope for something better. All right. Number 2, entrepreneur. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. The entrepreneur. So perhaps this reading for some of you is about the relationships in your work environment that are no longer serving you. This could be a sign that maybe it's time to leave a job that is making you extremely unhappy or unsatisfied, and to look at possibly ways that you can work for yourself, that you can empower yourself and create the job that you've always wanted in your life. It's time. The third card, release and surrender. So once again, we're letting go. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and hearts to our love and assistance. Okay, so it's telling us there are things that we need to release and surrender to. So it's time to make some changes. So this is consistently the message that I've gotten today. So for any of you that would like more information to have a personal reading with me, I charge $40 for Canadian for an hour reading, $30 for a half hour, and $20 for one question. And you can find me at www.journeytoselftarot.com. I hope to be able to do some readings for some of you very soon. Thank you for following me and for sharing my videos, and we'll see you soon.